Welcome all respected Shrota friends, co-sadhakas, wonderful beings on the earth. Congratulations for being there every day, and also wishes and prayers that these endeavors continue, come what may. Om, 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 strengthen the Lokasevaka Adi Vyaktitwas with the grace of the Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jaganmatru Tattva, Devata Ganas, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, and Saha Mitra Sadhaka Gana Sahaya. For that only to have Hari Om. Narayana Hari. Narayana Hari. So, just like in the case of life, so many people good advices they give, but that people themselves we don't take as pramana, authority. That's why we don't accept the great advices or the truths spoken by them. And with that person, if we have any enmity, we only will do the opposite of it. In the same way, the Rishi and Shruti Mata, if we don't have the Purna Shraddha, the highest wisdom and advice which they are giving us, we don't value it. Reverse karo to, if we don't understand and give value, importance to the glorious guidance, advice given by the Shruti Mata and the God or their gurus, it says that we have no Shraddha at all in them. So that's the topic under discussion. Before that, like every day, the 5 things we do. Our Vedic mantra Ucharana, Saptamonuvaka today of Chamaka Prashna. Then our small common sense thought. Then we will go for our Sankalpa with Mangalacharana Mantrocharana. Then our Upanishad Mantrocharana, Upanishad Adhyayana with Bhashyam. Today, the 7th one. In this, to do the yajna, whatever various utensils, patra required, they are asked for, along with the contents. You know, this is how today in this mantra 7th. Saptamanuvakam. Here, Agam Shushchame. Agam Shu is Amshu, the one patra whose name is Amshu. Then Rashmishchame. The Rashmi is another. Adabhyashchame, another patra to put so many things. Then Adhipatischame, that another container in which the yogurt curds are put. Upamshushchame, wherein that Somarasa offered to the Yajna Devata is put. Antaryamaschame, this is another one. Aindravayavaschame, then Maitra Varuna, then Ashvinahachame. So all of them you can see. The name of the Devata indicates that patra is for them, that particular Naivedyam, the way that is to be kept. Then, then comes Pratiprasthana Patra. Then Shukra named Patra. Manthi is another one. Agrayana, Vaishwadeva, Dhruva, then Vaishwanara, then Rutugraha, then Atigrahya, Indragna. No, all this Vaishwadevaha, Vishwadevartham, Marutvatiyaha for the Marutganas, Mahendraha for Mahendra, Aditya Surya. Then Savitra for Savita, Saraswatah for Mother Saraswati, Paushnaha for Pusha Deva, then Patnivataha, Pativata Devatas, Hari Yojanaha for the Hari Yojana. These are all various patras to give them Naivedyam, to put the what you call Puja Dravya, etc. Let all the required patras be there. In life also, we have to be patra and we should have the patra people around us so that things move smoothly in a very good coordination. Anyway, that is another meaning of patrata. Here, the patra means the container itself. The various containers, their utility, their shapes and sizes, and all of them different. So let us chant in our life also. Everything is properly be there so that our life is full of yajna to the Lord. Do the yajnas and do everything that is to be done as yajna. This is how we become practically wise. So, seventh Anuvakam. Om Agam Shushcha me Rashmishcha me Daabhyascha me Dipadishcha ma Upagam Shushcha me Antaryamascha ma Indravayavascha me Maitra Varunascha ma Ashvinascha me Pratiprasthanascha me Shukrascha me Mantecha ma Agrayanascha me Vaishvadevascha me Dhruvascha me Vaishvanarascha ma ऋतुग्रहाष्टमेति ग्राह्याष्टम इन्द्राग्नष्टमे वैश्वदेवष्टमे मरुत्वतीयाष्टमे महेन्द्रष्टम आदित्यष्टमे सावित्रष्टमे सारस्वतष्टमे पौष्णष्टमे पात्नीवतष्टमे हारियोजनष्टमे बार बार ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं होना है all patra should be always readily available well labeled well placed well recognized ॐ अगं शुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मे दाभ्यश्च मे धिपतिश्च मुपागं शुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थे च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च म इन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च मादित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे आर्योचनश्च मे अगंशुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मे दाभ्यश्च मे दिपदिश्च मौपागंशुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म इन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थे च माग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वधेयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे अगंशुश्च म इन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च माश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्ते च माग्रहणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुदुग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च म इन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च मादित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवदश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे अगं शुष्ट मे रश्मिश्च मे दाभ्यश्च मे दिपदिश्च मुपागं शुष्ट मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म इन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च माश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थे च माग्रहणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्रहाश्च मे तिग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च मादित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे. Seven we have seen, four, five more are there. Good. Friends, in today's very simple common sense thought, like when we have to do the puja First thing we do is the puja mandira, puja patra, everything shuchi shubra, clean, neat, including ourselves, taking the snana. So too in the mandir also, first thing what pujari does is cleaning and neating, making neat and clean everything before the upasana starts. Even any programs happen anywhere, the cultural programs, whatever, first thing they do is cleaning of every place neater, and then the decorations are done. Then the program happens. इवन जब घर बनानी हो स्थल शुद्धिकरण होता है properly with that punyah vachanam ityadi first full day. Then all the vastus which are used, that also are upasana, isn't it? Do you remember that? You know, we have done it so many times. Any work done, for that whatever the instruments are required, unka bhi puja hota hai. Like on Vijayadashami day, we do the Ayuda puja, etc. All of that is Pavitrikaranam, Divyakaranam. All these examples are said only to say that even in our life, whether we have to live with ourselves, first point, whether we have to live with the world, second point, whether we have to do the Adhyatmika sadhana, the first and foremost thing is that neatness, cleanliness, which we call it as the purity, the shuddhata of the Vyaktitva or the Antakarana. Any achievements are starting with the Antakarana Shuddhi only. Without Antakarana Shuddhi, none of the things can be done perfectly. Therefore, if at all we call, what is the victory? What is the achievement? First victory and achievement is achieving the Shuddhi of the Antakarana. With that, the job is given, we can do it very well. Because Antakarana Shuddha hai, one is very loyal, one will be very honest, one will be very working hard, then he will do good for that company. Wherever he is working, they are also happy, they give promotion. And when you get married, that Shuddhi of Antakarana, oh no, she is my wife, I have to take care, he is my husband, I have to take care. So that Antakarana Shuddhi hai mano, then 100 साल भी कट्टे रहेंगे, कट्टे कभी नहीं होंगे. They'll be very happy. Katte means khatte. Bitter they won't become. They become better only day by day. Because antakarna shuddhi. So to their children when they have the shuddha antakarna full of gratitude, etc., how lovingly they will be with parents. Where will there be any problem? So to when the parents have the shuddhi, jnana and shuddhi, that these are the jivas came, I brought up to the best of my abilities. Now it is their freedom. He is not bound to, they are happy, like a guru also. He says, the Lord brought him to me. Whatever knowledge I have given. It's over now. I have nothing to expect from him nor to bind him. Freedom given. शुद्धि है शिष्य के अंतःकरण में यही होता है गुरु के अंतःकरण में शिष्य के प्रति शुद्धि. Ever he teaches but doesn't expect anything. यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. भगवान कृष्ण is a शुद्ध अंतःकरण guru. इसलिए the best of knowledge Upanishadic Sara he gave, but he never expected anything from Arjuna for himself. तुम्हारी मर्जी है भैया डिसाइड कर लो. Isn't it? Therefore, somehow discover that our antakarana is ashuddha, accept it, but see to it that somehow or the other that ashuddhis are fully removed and the shuddha sadgunas are definitely brought. It's a lifelong process. Knowingly or unknowingly, because of some habitual doings or being in the company of some people, the impurities can enter us and they even start acting. Even they start influencing our life, we don't even become aware of it. You know how our Hinduism is destroyed again and again is this way only. We don't recognize we are such a good people. We love all, we forgive all, we share everything with everyone. Such a, that Atithi Devo Bhava guna is so much in us that we don't even see that fellow as Shatru. अरे चमत देखो, पहले भगवान को देखो उसमें. We to dekho Bhagwan because of our education, but that fellow is shaitan only. Unknowingly, without our knowledge, he just percolates, permeates, develops that power and tries to destroy us. Everywhere this is what happens. Very danger. No, we have to become alert only as a Sanatana Dharma Hindu community. No? Politically, constitutionally, if at all one religion is always suppressed, is in India Sanatana Dharma Hinduism. We just say चलने दो वो होता है इसी तरह from what direction, from whom some or the other negativity comes in us, settles and starts powerfully influencing us, we don't know. So we have to very carefully guarding all that. First of all, though, in general, what are the durgunas, impurities, we have to write down. Secondly, in particular, what I have. Then, one by one, how to totally free myself from those durgunas is a big work. Without that basic first thing, it's like not cleaning the patra and we want to heat the milk in it. वो तो पनीर ही बनेगा वो दूध फट ही जाएगा ना उसी तरह if the antakarna is impure, either knowledge is not understood or it is misused for the worldly purposes because the impurities are there inside. Like all the great or these what called dushta rakshasas doing the great tapasya, what an amount of tapasya they do. They invoke Bhagavan Kripa. But the antakarana is ashuddha, therefore first they destroy the world, then they destroy themselves also. So prathamena antakarana shuddhi avashyakam. That's what is yama niyamas of the yoga. That's what shamadamadi of Vedanta. Viveka, Vairagya, shamadamadi all. Or klesha rahitya, again in the yoga bhasha. Avidya, smita, raga, desha, vinivesha are the mukhya kleshas. Because of these, the secondary level of klishta vrittis, durgunas, durvrittis, they keep on coming into us. So, just we have to be biggest of the job is this. Keep on becoming purified. And then when we become purified, you can see the Guru arrives, they teach us Jnanam, Bhagavan arrives, he blesses us, people arrive, they cooperate with us. All of that, like a magnet attracts the iron filings, the Shuddha Antakarna attracts all divinity, all help, support from the world. Just like the Ashuddha Antakarana Vyakti, everybody leaves and goes. सुबह सुबह हम घर साफ भी इसलिए रखते हैं. First thing that first get up, clean house. That is a Hindu way of life. Sanatana Dharmi. First they get up in all, even today, the semi villages and all areas, उठ के पहले घर ही साफ करते. In the rich families, they eat and drink and at 12 o'clock then the worker comes, then she will clean. That nonsense we don't have in the villages even now. Whether it's a one room, two room, four room, पहले सुबह उठ के साफ, clean. Then the gurus, devatas, all the positive powers, forces, they are invoked. So today's first thought is focus on that inner purity. Try to be more and more purer day by day. Even slightest of the impurity of the ego or impurity of any ownership or impurity of any bhoga asakti, slightest also nahi hona. The positive way of seeing that it is the whole life is decided, lived only on these two principles. Outside, I am here to serve the world. That's it. I want nothing. Inside, I am seeking my inner self. Other than these two, with the things or beings or anyone, I have no any type of authority, any type of expectation or insistence. That can be the basis for achieving the highest purity. because जब कम कहीं कुछ आशा रखते हैं कामना फ्रॉम दैट ओनली The Krodha, Lobha, Moha, all next generation of impurities come in the mind. Then the angers with the people, jealousies with them, hatred with them, vengeance, then pratikara vancha. You know, how all of them come because we want something from world. When that want itself is replaced by I'm here to give, not to take, all kachara goes away. Inside also, when the goal is the deep Paramatma Tattva, then the janjat with the upadhis, that उससे तादाद में करना है और उनको जो चाहिए देना है और उसका कोई अंत नहीं होता. Like to the cigarette smoking, there's no end. To the drinks, there's no end. Every day smoke, drink, die with lung cancer and all. Next life born again you continue. ऐसे ही चलता है. You have not given up, so it doesn't go away. In the same way, the upadhi tatatma is not given up, then why will it go away? And how to give it up? When we seek the eternal self inside. Therefore, inside seeking the eternal self, therefore the upadhi bondages go away. Outside we have become giver, not the receiver. Therefore, the inner bondages regarding the outer world of all durgunas also go away. In that way, we have to think, understand, plan well, do well, and succeed in becoming Shuddha in the Antakara. One point is it. Second is what? Remember, ki if our luck or fortune or prarabdha is good, without any efforts also, all things start falling in right place. Gurus themselves come in our life, give us the Upadesha. We are able to brilliantly understand them, even do the meditations, upasanas, and a wonderful mind cooperating, body healthy, intellect sharp, senses not troubling at all. Wow! Sometimes in our life, if you see, without effort, how wonderful everything by itself. A very good friends, encouraging friends, nice company outside. Even the near and dear ones also very cooperative, coordinating. मजा आता है कभी कभी जिंदगी में. एंड कभी देखो जब बात बिगड़ता है. एंड व्हाट इज दैट बात बिगड़ना? बेसिकली आवर ओन पूर्वकृत कर्म फल. है ना? प्रारब्ध is not good, fortune is not good. We struggle like anything, yet not even one thing gets settled properly. You can see both happening in our life. पहले कुछ नहीं किया, सब हो रहा था. अभी सब कुछ जी जान लगा रहे, बट एवरीथिंग इज फेल. जान लगाने की इच्छा है, बट कर नहीं भी पाते. People won't help us. The feeling that the gurus have left us, the God has left us, the body is not cooperating, mind is totally gone down and down. Intellect का ताला बंद हो गया. Senses are craving the world, body is so lethargic. Nobody even to tell our dukh. ये भी जिंदगी में होता है. Two extremes. If the prarabdhas are like that, therefore information is to be mentally prepared. Then in either of the situations or cases, what is in our hands we can do. Slightest. Even sometimes nothing is in our hands, but yet the sankalpa always is there in our hands. That we can do the sankalpa to do the needful to grow in life. And the other thing also in our hands is to pray to the Lord to forgive us for all follies. Pray to Him to protect us. Again, pray to Him to empower us. Again, commit in front of Him that this time, when you give me opportunities, I will be more alert, O Lord. I won't do something wrong. Or you only bless me to be alert and do only the right. Don't allow me to do the bad or wrong. These all prayers also are in our hands. संकल्प और प्रार्थना अपने हाथ में होते. कभी जब बात पूरा बिगड़ जाता, isn't it? Sometimes the health, you can't, no doctor, no medicine properly is working. वो बीमारी सी दुखी दे ही जा रहा है. ऐसा होता है 15 दिन 20 दिन, सडनली कुछ दवा लग जाती है एंड अगेन वी बिकम वेल. पता ही नहीं चलता. विद द पीपल ऑल्सो सो मच माइंड डिस्टर्ब कि सब कुछ छोड़ के जाने को होता है. ये क्या जिंदगी बेकार है, मर जाए. ऐसे कितने लोग बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम डोमेस्टिक हैव कमिटेड सुसाइड. दैट इज एवरीबॉडी गेट्स दैट थॉट, बट दम नहीं होता है. बट आफ्टर सम टाइम सडनली एवरीथिंग गेट्स ओके. Everywhere this is how, depending on individual prarabdha, total prarabdha, and the yuga dharma also is there. This is a Kali Yuga, so it has its own dharmas. They definitely influence the Yuga Vasins because they came with those samskaras, they have to be given them. So, with a broader heart, with broader mind, understanding all these possibilities, you have to be prepared mentally to accept all and also know we can only do that which is in our hands. सब कभी कभी ना बंदा इतना इंटेलिजेंट, इतना ना सब कुछ होता है, but then that powerful prarabdha of tamoguna, when it overpowers, he gets lost in himself. मैं कौन हूं, मैं क्या कर रहा हूं यहाँ. That विवेक चूड़ामणि श्लोक है, प्रज्ञावानपि पंडितोपि चतुरोपि अत्यंत सूक्ष्मार्थ दृक् बट व्यालीढस्तमसा न वेत्ति बहुधा संबोधितोपि स्फुटम् भ्रान्त्यारोपितमेव साधु कलयति आलम्बते तद्गुणान् हन्तासौ प्रबला दुरंत तमसः शक्तिर्महत्यावृति. The tamoguna is powerful shakti. To explain, that explanation which Shankara Bhagavan gives is very very frightening one. In short, the बड़े लोग भी इतना कर करके भी वो लुढ़क जाते. तब then they will know it's not our effort. Oh, even though our goal is the Ekamevadaya Brahma, but that's possible only by the Ishvara Anugraha. Then the Bhakti Sharanagati starts. नहीं तो उस पावरफुल माया शक्ति और तमोगुण शक्ति के सामने किसने टीका बताओ. सबको टेकना ही पड़ेगा घुटना. Isn't it? That's another aspect. That even how much we are by our efforts, such a great state of being, we don't know to what inner or outer negativity we lose the battle. That's why even if people in the world also falter and all, don't curse them. The jivas in them are struggling so much to come out. They are helpless. Instead of cursing them, hating them, let's love them, let's pray for them. चाहे वो चोरी किया हो, मर्डर किया हो, let the lawyers do what they have to do. Let the court do it. Let him even be capital punishment. वो अब उनका काम. हमारे तरफ से अरे इस जीव के अंदर वो महामाया महातमोगुण दुर्गुण निकल जाए. Because prompted by that only he is doing that, no? That compassion. Anybody who is, even wife, children, they do mistake, forgive re Baba. They are under the influence of some tamoguna, some delusion. Oh, don't know the light of you. Don't you yourself do mistakes when others curse, others punish. How much dukkha we go through. And फिर please forgive. Feeling होता है कि नहीं अंदर, लोग हमें क्षमा करें. Anyway, so that's the thing we are talking about, is mentally prepared. At the same time, as we said, take the alambana paramatma. Bhagavan, mami vaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Give me the ability to surrender to you and help me to cross your terrible maya. Your powerful maya, you said duratyaya, and it is perfectly true. So, the life is lived like this. Be conscious, prepare, Whatever is in first, neatness and cleanness we discussed exhaustively. Then we said always optimistically do what is in our hands, and also know that such situations also come. Keep on taking the help of Guru God and Sankalpa Shakti. Then whatever little bit possible, keep doing with full faith. And another last thing to conclude is, when everything is convenient, conducive, be alert to grab that opportunity and do the best. Make hay while, as they say, the sun shines. When everything is good, do the best. It's for especially the aged people with so many ailments they suffer. दवाई का असर होता है, नींद लगने लगता है. All parts of the body have given up because of so much of exertion has been done by them for such a long period of life, isn't it? दुर्भर होता है वृद्धावस्था, is भयंकर महा. If somebody is even at the elderly age healthy, is lot of punya, self discipline you have done. That's the reason. Anyway, so even if those situations come in between 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whenever we are fine, that time use it for sadhana. वही करना पड़ता. अब दिन भर इतने परेशानियां हैं, तबीयत वगैरह, बट 15-20 मिनट बीच में ठीक होना, हाँ अभी तो कम दर्द है, तो टेक द लॉर्ड्स नेम, isn't it? So in this way, when the things are conducive, that time also do sadhana. That time mainly do sadhana. When it is unconducive, pray to the Lord, do the sankalpa. So this is how, in every field, and mainly our own adhyatmika field of coming to the classes, attending regularly, seriously, doing the homework of restudy, mananam, chintanam, making our own notes in all these things, doing the contemplations and other sadhanas में हमें इस तरह से रहना है. With the Lord grace, open our intellects for higher and higher understandings, knowing that our intellects are so small at this moment to contain very, very gross some information, which is not sufficient to even negotiate the life. Forget about achieving the higher goals. Let the intellect get blossomed, like not Ashtadala Kamala, but Sahasradala Kamala. The 1,000 petal lotus ki tarah, let our intellect get fully blossomed in knowing all the knowledge required to be known for us for the evolution. So higher and higher levels. That's the prayer. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya Yerime Guruvi Purvam Badavakya Pramanatah Vyakyata Sarva Vedanta Satchastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmiham Shankaram Shankaracharyan Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kruto Vande Bhagavanto Munah Munah Nidhe Sarvavidyanam Vishaje Bhavarogina Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaran Lokashankaram Om Vidita Shastra Sudha Jaladhe Mahitopaniषद Katitarthanidhe Hridaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Om Brahmanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvataitam Gagana Sadasham Tattvasyadi Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalavachanam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavataitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tannamami Parabrahmane Shruti Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharya Bhyarshibhyo Nibhyo Gurubhyo देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृते सांप्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्धस्माकं च सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां सॉरी विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थना आदीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता भित्वदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयुक्त मध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंद निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। Chant from the 11th mantra up to the 14th mantra, 4 of them. ॐ सर्वाननशिरो ग्रीवः सर्वभूतगुहाशयः सर्वव्यापी स भगवान् तस्मात् सर्वगतः शिवः महान् प्रभुर्वै पुरुषः सत्त्वस्यैष प्रवर्तकः सुनिर्मलाम् इमां प्राप्तिम् ईशानो ज्योतिरव्ययः अंगुष्ठमात्रः पुरुषोऽन्तरात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मन्वीषो मनसा विक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठत् दशाङ्गुलम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। मित्रों, the ninth mantra, thoroughly grasp it. Why the Brahma Prapti eva moksha hetu? Because Brahman alone is one without second existing thing. Always in our heart there is a desire to obtain something. And we can obtain something which is real. And that real is that Brahman only, which is one without second. Therefore, obtaining him alone, right now it may not feel, because of our mind's delusions that there are some things other than Parabrahma, they can be sought after. In this ignorance's delusions we are. Therefore, we may not fully grasp that knowing the Brahman or gaining Brahman is the gain everything. But we have to have faith in the words of the Rishi and Guru who have reached it. And they said, we have reached here, we have obtained everything, there is nothing more to be obtained. You also do it. We don't believe because they also didn't believe their gurus. Means fully. But still, on account of some Shraddha, they tried, they reached. So too, even though it's immediately fully not acceptable to us, but on the strength of Shraddha, then Brahman will realize, we also will realize that, अरे इसके अलावा दूसरा कोई है ही नहीं है, और है मानकर रनिंग फॉर दैट वाज द कॉज ऑफ बॉन्डेज, है तो यही था. And now I realized it, now I am mukta. Such Mahatmas only are speaking these mantras. Right? Kasmat punaha tameva viditva atimrutyumeti. You should know, no? Why only by knowing the Paramatma that we transcend the mrityu or all miseries, all bondages? Because by being away from him only all problems are coming. And because he is the one without second. Obtaining him be attained to. There is nothing remains to be obtained. That's called moksha. What is the fulfillment of desire? When that desire is fulfilled, then no more desire should erupt. That is done only in the Paramatma Prapti. Because in obtaining him, all infinitude is experienced. Then only a finite being has desire. When the infinity is experienced, how can there be any desire? अपूर्णता में ही कामना कर्म बंधन होता है, पूर्ण में कामना नहीं होता ना. That's why again and again he said Paramatma is Purnam, and that you are. Yesterday also in Yoga Vasisthana, Purnavada Purnavidam was spoken. When you discover that, you are Purna. Thereafter, no Apurnata. Then no need of any samsara. That's moksha. So, yasmat param na aparamasti kinchitu. Yasmat, from that Paramatma, compared to him, param utkrishtam aparam, something else. Something else which is utkrishta than him is not there. Yasman naniyo na jyayosti kashchita. There's nothing smaller than it. Aniyaha, jayaha, bigger than it. By saying all these three, nothing greater than it, smaller than it, bigger than it. What is said is there is nothing other than it. That's all ekameva advaitva. That word used also here, ekaha. How is he? Vruksha iva stabdha nischalaha. That Paramatma, nischalata means no modification in him at all. He is always in his sat and chit and ananda ananda. Vrukshaiva stabdha. Divitishchati. He stays in that divinity. Divi, Dyotanatmani, Sve Mahimni. Krishna Vasudeva. Tishtati. So Lord stays in his own Swamahima. And Swamahima of the Lord is Divi. Divi means Dyotanatmakata. Means in that resplendent self-effulgence. For its existence, it doesn't need any other support, self-existent. For its effulgence, it doesn't need any other help. It is self-effulgent. That's called as Swamahima. Swemahimni pratishtitaha. This word comes in Upanishads many times. Paramatma is established in his own Mahima, that I am Sat, I am Chit, infinite. Sat and Chit and Purna or Ananta. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. You know? So, Divitishtat Ekaha. And we are that actually. We have to discover. So, the Sve Mahimni Pratishtitaha, like a rich person, is aware of the wealth. Sve Mahimni Pratishtita. Doesn't bother about bargaining and all. He'll throw the money and buy the things, whatever required. Isn't it? A person in big power also. Sve Mahimni Pratishtita. Acha, ye karna hai, wo karna hai. He uses the powers and orders the people to do. स्वे महिमनि प्रतिष्ठित. अपने महिमा में है भाई लोग. Like a father is in his swe mahima. He command the children at that age. बच्चे डरते भी up to age of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. स्वे महिमनि प्रतिष्ठित. Examples. In the same way, in his own mahima of Sat, that it never becomes the Sat. In its own mahima of the Chit, which is self-effulgent, doesn't need anything else. Pratishtita. That is the meaning here of Vrukshaiva Stabdaha Divitishtati. Then Ekaha. Such Brahman is Ekaha Advitiyaha. One without second. He is called as Paramatma. This is one aspect to be understood. Second is what? Tena Advitiyena Paramatmana Idam Sarvam Purnam. The entire Idam Rupena seen Jagat is by that Advitiya Paramatma only Purna Rupena Vyaptam. Nairantaryena Vyaptam. Purna means Nairantaryena Vyaptam. Purnena Purushena. So पूर्ण पुरुष के द्वारा पूर्ण रूप से निरंतर रूप से इदम के रूप में जो कोई भी हम देख रहे वो व्याप्त है. by that Purna Samudra or Jala, that wave is Vyapta, permeated. The Purna Rupena, with that word, the pot is Vyapta. By the gold, the ornament is Vyapta. So, Tena Purnena Purushena Idam Sarvam Nairantarena Vyapta. Ab dekho, be careful here, be attentive. And oh Guru, what you are saying is so frustrating to me. You say that with that Purusha, this idam is continuously always fully vyaptam. मुझे दिख ही नहीं रहा. अरे भाई, that is what is the question of mine. When that gold and gold alone is permeating, why are you not seeing it? Water and water alone permeating, why are you calling it as wave and seeing only waves, not water? It's not your question asking me. Hey Guru, you too are telling that tena purnena purushena idam nairantiryena vyaptam. Purnena vyaptam. It's my question. Why are you not seeing? Isn't it? Be attentive here. Huh? Don't miss these thoughts. Very crucial. It is only for whatever reason we have chosen to see the idam. Therefore, we are seeing it. The choice we have to change. When we choose to see Paramatma, then slowly we'll start seeing him. जहां परमात्मा को ज्ञानी जन देख रहे, वहीं we see the jagat. And where we the ajnani see the jagat, there alone the jnani sees Paramatma. Yanisha sarabhutanam, whatever is night for the beings, sa, Yanisha tasyam jagarti sayami. The jnani is awakened only at that time. And yasyam jagrati bhutani, to the world where they are awakened. Sa nisha pashyato mune. The Muni doesn't see that anatma at all. Think, 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 think. So it is we who have chosen. We have to feel it so strong. And in the class, in front of the Guru, we may say, no, no, I want only God. Hey Guru, isn't it? Because of the sattvic mood there, in the class, in the presence of the Guru Parampara and all. क्वेश्चन तो वो नहीं ना. जब तुम बाहर जाओगे फ्रॉम दिस इन्फ्लुएंस, तब जाकर तुम पूछ अपने अपने मन को, तुम्हारे अंदर क्या चाहत है. यू आर ओनली चूजिंग द प्रोजेक्टेड रूपनामा. बी ऑनेस्ट विथ योरसेल्फ. दैट इज व्हाई यू आर सीइंग दैट ओनली, नॉट परमात्मा. दैट इज व्हाई by listening to the Shastras again and again, when we change our choice from choosing the Jagat to Paramatma honestly from the depth of our hearts, भैया उसी समय भगवान प्रत्यक्ष हो जाते. क्योंकि तेनेदम पुरुषेण पूर्णम सर्वम. इदम सर्वम पुरुषेण पूर्णेन पुरुषेण पूर्णेन नैरंतर्येण व्याप्तम. Where is the self not? Where is the existence not? Where is the consciousness not? Where is the truth or reality not? It cannot be. There is no desha, kala, vastu bereft of Paramatma Tattva. And he is Purna. Therefore, in the obtainment of him only, there is Purnata, moksha from all Apurnata's limitations. Because the freedom from the Apurnata, then the freedom from all prayatna efforts also. Because only Apurna does the effort. Then every effort being limited gives the limited result only. Then again that result, when it ends, it gives dukkha, prompting us to desire something else, do something else, obtain something else. This is called samsara chakra. Moksha from that happens. Like when I reach my home, there's moksha for me from all those twists and turns and runnings, etc. If I am walking or even on my vehicle. घर पहुंचने के बाद और भी आप गाड़ी तो नहीं चलाते हो ना, पार्क इट एंड कम होम. So too, when we realize the self, all efforts are parked there. You are at home. That is why only knowing the Paramatma is the hetu for moksha, chaturtha purushartha, na anya panta vidyate. There is no other path. Then why are you looking? But there are so many paths they are seen. They are not for moksha. They are on the name of moksha. They are giving bandhana. Just like the other day we saw, truth तो एक ही होता है और कुछ होता है तो वो ट्रुथ नहीं होता. So to मोक्ष के लिए एक ही मार्ग है परमात्मा को पाना. Other than that, all are appearing to be the givers of moksha, but they bind on. They may facilitate in removal of many other problems. They may give some conveniences, comforts at the upadhi level. बाकी सारे साधनाएं उपाधियों को सुख देने वाले. वेदांत इज उपाधियों को परे रहने वाला, सुख को देने वाला. And upadhiya being limited, being delusory, they will never be satisfied. है ना? In the Brahma Jnana, we are taken to the Nirupadika Brahma Sthiti. The Jhanjat ही नहीं रहेगा thereafter. At the Upadhi Sthai, how much ever sophisticated things you give to Upadhis, और Upadhis को ही कितने भी महान बनो, they are all limited only. They are all subject to the Kala, subject to the Desha, subject to the Vyaya, means modification and destruction. You cannot avoid that situation. As many these ways as possible, having contemplated, come to the conclusion as guided by the rishis that na anya panta ayanaya. Day in and day out, if at all one shloka has to be discussed or meditated, it is this one. Because all sadhana depends on sadhya. If the sadhya is Paramatma, then only we do sadhana for Paramatma. So we have to decisively come to the conclusion is that परमात्मा alone is my साध्य वस्तु. मुझे सिर्फ परमात्मा को ही पाना है और कुछ नहीं. जब तक ये थॉट नहीं आएगा ना, nobody can help that person. He will for some time seek परमात्मा, again और कुछ चूहे की तरह कुछ दिखता है मीठा मीठा इधर, again he'll go for it. Again so he gets a kick there, kicks, again he feels for परमात्मा. For some time he walks, again something tempts him. He's called madhyama. उत्तमाधिकारी नेवर लुक्स एट एनीथिंग, बस डायरेक्टली रीच्ड. मंदाधिकारी के लिए है तो जगत ही गोल, और कभी कभी इस परमात्मा की तरह भी देखता है. काश इवन इफ दैट आल्सो कम्स टू मी लाइक दैट. सो देयरफॉर यस्मात् परम न अपरम अस्ति किंचित. यस्मात् परम मीन्स उत्कृष्टम, अपरम मीन्स समथिंग एल्स, न अस्ति मीन्स नॉट देयर. यस्मात् न अनीयः अस्ति, smaller, न जायोस्ति, bigger कश्चित्. And he is vrukshaiva stabdha divi tishtati ekah. He is like the tree, absolutely stable in his swe mahima of divi dyotanatmakata chetana. And such he is one without second, ekah. And more beautiful is what? He is Purna, and by that Purna Purusha, Purnena, Nairantaryena, everything which you call as Idam is Vyaptam permeate. That we have to discover. We are given the introductory guidances. इसको दृढ़ बनाते जावे, what rishis are saying, one day we'll be able to apprehend. Right? Now, next one. We'll go to the 10th mantra with Sambandha Bhashyam Avatarika. Today we'll do Avatarika, which are the 10th mantra. We see the meaning, and with the Bhashyam we will study tomorrow. Idanim, now, Brahmanaha, of that Brahman, Purva Ukta Karya Karanatam Darshayan. What was said earlier in the few mantras back, that he alone is Karya and he alone is Karana. Purvokta Karya Karanatam Darshayan. I know. Like Yo Devanam Prabhavaschodbhavascha Vishwadipo. all those eko jalavan ishate ishanibihi vishwatashakshruta vishruto mukha, all of that in a karya karanata. Sorry. Karya is the Virat. Karana is Hiranyagarbha. Karya is Hiranyagarbha. Karana is Ishvara. Karya is the Ishvara. Karana is Parabrahma. So both are he only. So, Purvokta Karya Karanatam Darshayan, while telling us about he himself is Karya and Karana. Good that what we studied yesterday day before, Yoga Vasishta Maharamana, exactly this subject. What a powerful thought it is. And it is mind blowing for us. What we study so far is somehow dhakka mukka karke transcend this jagat, rupa namatmaka, transcend the upasis, then you realize Brahman. What Vasishta ji says is, where is jagat which you have to transcend? Where are the upadis? Everything is the Atman only, he says. When the Brahman is Sachidananda and he is the Karana, the Jagat which manifests from him, how can it be otherwise? From the gold, a silver ornament cannot come. If it is gold, ornament is gold. If the Brahman is Sachidananda, his Karya, Jagat, how can it be something other? Means what? He has reached to that level of knowledge wherein he is doing Vyavahara like all of us. But in and through all this, everything is Sachidananda Brahma only. That is the state of the great, even bhaktas like Prahlad and all, which the father doesn't understand. I mean, how can you are saying everything is hurry? You are in very hurry. मुझे तो everything दिख रहा है, हरी नहीं दिख रहा है. He is in that state, Hari is Mula Karana. And everything is Karya. How can the Karya be something other than Karana? How can the Karya be other than Karana, my dear friends? If the Karana is Sachidananda Brahma, Sarvam Brahmamayam. That's what the Sadashiva Brahmendra Yogis Kirtanas. Sarvam Brahmamayam Rere. Sarvam Etat Brahma Ayam Atma. All the claiming of the rishis is from that standpoint. To them, even while Vyavahara is happening, yet it is no obstacle for them to understand, accept, experience that everything is the Brahman only. मैं ब्रह्म में ही खेल रहा हूँ. हमको हेजिटेशन होता है. We, some of the speakers themselves say हया जगत है, उसको ट्रांसेंड करना है. Where is जगत? Everything is Brahman. Wonderful it was yesterday, Yoga Vasishta. Those very sublime thoughts. It's the effort of the Guru to lift our intellect to the higher levels. If you allow them, then we are lifted. Good complementation between this text and that. Or Upanishads and that text. So here in the Sambandha Bhashya, Idanim Brahmana Purvokta Karya Karanatam Darshayan. Brahmana Karya Karanatam Darshayan, which was already said, again showing. So, Darshayan, very important, is Jnaninam Amrutatvam. Those who get the Brahma Jnana, they get the immortality. Itaresham cha samsaritvam darshayat. For others who maintain their Ajnana, for them the samsara alone is the way of life. Is what is said in this beautiful mantra thus. We will chant it 2 times. Om tato yaduttaratam tadarupamanayam ya etad viduramrutaste bhavanti athetare dukkhamevapiyanti. See, clear? Tato yaduttaratam tadarupamanayam ya etad viduramrutaste bhavanti athetare dukkhamevapiyanti. Tataha means Virat Purusha. Uttara means the cause of it, the Hiranyagarbha Ishvara. Uttara Tara is even cause of that is Brahman. And that don't ask me to show because tad arupam. It has no roop at all. Therefore, luckily, it is anamayam. In that there is no blemish, no disease, no problems. Ya etad viduhu, whoever knows this Rupanama Atita Brahman as themselves, amrutaah te bhavanti. They become immortal. Atha itare, what about others? Dukhameva api anti. They continue in the mruta samsara. These people become amruta swarupa, immortal, no misery, bliss and beatitude. And the others, dukhameva api anti. Dukhameva api anti. They will enter into the, they are already in the dukkha samsara. So these 5-6 shlokas, if you see, the common thought is only the knower of the Brahman gets liberated. Anyone else is bound to get bound only. Okay, with Bhashyam we'll study this. Then of that Paramatma Sarvatma Bhava, all of that will be told to us in this way. Very good Upanishad. It is very sweet. That's why I am feeling it. That's why going slowly on. ऐसा नहीं है कि 2-3 श्लोक एक श्लोक दिन में कहकर, नॉट दैट इन 1 month आई कांट कंप्लीट इट. कुछ टेक्स्ट ऐसे भी करेंगे आगे जाकर, बट पहली बार पढ़ रहे ना, द फीलिंग इज रेस्पेक्ट द श्रुति माता एंड गो थ्रू एवरी भाषा. Is it friends? Wonderful. Lucky we are to study. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tatsat Brahmarpणमस्तु. Good. Come daily. Get your book. Get your pen. You must have your own Upanishad in front of you. Chant along with me. Listen while being discussed. Note, write the points. Thereafter, contemplate on it. Restudy that bhashya. In that way, become thorough in that jnanam given by the Shruti Mata, and it's clearly given by the Bhashyakar. Explain to us. Istara, at least one text. We are doing 6-7 classes per day. So to all of them, I can invite you. If you can't come, at least this one Upanishad, be more committed, sincere in your own interest. All classes also you have time to come, mind to come, interest to come, energy to come, willingness to come, welcome. नहीं ये भी हमको बोर लग रहा है, इसमें भी हम नहीं आना चाहते, वेल गो. इज इट? जो आपको पसंद है, खुशी है, कर लो. But then, good. If one Upanishad, one class Upanishad is fully minded, quickly we get the knowledge. We have to get the knowledge anyway, any day. If not now, at least after 10,000 lives. But इस मेहनत से जल्दी मिलेगा, अच्छा मिलेगा तत्व ज्ञान. So anyway, doing it, let us do it. Thank you. Now come back for Gita.